Building an e-commerce business that is able to make at least $1 million a month can be very, very tricky. I know this because this is year 16 of building e-commerce businesses in Nigeria. But in this particular video, I'm going to show you how I've stayed sane and how I've really seen success on this journey. Whenever you set up your ads, I want you to make sure that you go and check it again within a 12 to 24 hour window. The reason why I'm telling you to check it within a 12 to 24 hour window is because the URL, which is the website or the website link or the landing page that you want people to go to when they click on your ad, you could have put the wrong thing there, or somebody else could have put the wrong thing there if somebody else manages your ads for you, right? The placements, instead of Instagram placements or just Instagram placements, you set up your ad to run for all platforms or all placements, that sort of thing. If you are setting an ad for Instagram, just set it to only show on Instagram. Don't let it show for Facebook and Instagram. One of the systems I use is called the PTF framework, right? And the PTF framework stands for product, traffic, and fulfillment. Now, each of these acronyms also now have their own systems and processes. I'll give you a very good example. When it comes to products, you watching me, if you watch my previous videos, you've heard about what I call the PDP framework. You've heard about my framework, right? If you've not heard about it and it sounds brand new to you, subscribe, don't worry. Check the description as well. There's a video that you can go and watch to learn more about this. I'll probably tag the video up here as well so that you can go and watch it after this one. But pretty much when it comes to looking for products, you want to use the PDP framework to make sure that you have the right product that will sell, generate money, and is profitable, things like that. Now, when it comes to traffic, one of the frameworks, and I've spoken about this on this channel, is what I call the HROSC framework, right? And that's for when you're creating your ads, how you want to create ads that convert and work well, that sort of thing. Another thing with the traffic framework or the traffic system I have is I only focus on one key channel or one primary channel whenever I'm promoting my products. What that means is for one particular e-commerce store or e-commerce business, all the customers come from Instagram. And the reason is because the amount of money you are spending on two platforms, if you use that money on one platform, you will make more money from the customers on that particular platform. So I believe in one channel and one channel focus. Okay, please, this is very important. Next up, let's talk about money. And what I mean by that is focus on what products or focus on the things that are actually making you money. Okay, in business, it's not all your products that will sell. You will not have, it's the businesses where you see them that all their products are bangers, all their products are selling well. Those are the outliers. That's not common practice, and it's okay, right? There's something called the Pareto principle, and what it simply stands for is 80% of your revenue would come from 20% of your products. This is something that I have seen out of 10 businesses, I've seen it in 9 different businesses. And that's one of the things I always look out for when I'm trying to audit or kind of understand how a business can scale, that sort of thing. So you need to understand what are those 20% of products that give you 80% of your revenue. The reason why this is important is those products need to always be in stock. Those products need to always be in stock. You also need to understand how the profit margins work for those particular products. What do I mean by that? If you can get a better cost from your supplier from making more products, so making more products maybe in bulk or something like that, because those particular products are your best sellers, you are ready or willing to take the initiative or take the risk and invest in production. One of the things I tell people is business is a team sport. Even if you are a solopreneur, guess what? You are still in a team. You need a supplier, right? You need a supplier. You need an accountant. You need a lawyer. You need someone that will do your taxes. Those kind of things. So business is a team sport, right? If you have staff, even if they are part-time staff, that's your team. Another thing I tell people is business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you need to understand that you need to have people that are willing and ready to work with you for the long haul, the long term. things like that. So when it comes to understanding, oh, what's your birthday? Oh, what are the things this person likes? What are the things this person does not like? What is the system or process of how this person works? How can I make this person's job easier for them? How can I make things go smoother for these people? You need to actively maintain healthy relationships, right? Pick up the phone, call. This is so important. Call. Just randomly speak to your supplier. How far this climate, this Tinubu regime, how's it going for you over there? Like, talk to me. These people, when they see that you are maintaining a healthy relationship with them, they can give you nuggets, they can give you hidden secrets, they can give you wisdom that you will never find by yourself, or you will never find in on the internet, that sort of thing, right? So obviously build a relationship with all these key people in your business and maintain that relationship. Now, I know I'm telling you that you want to maintain healthy relationships with, your staff, your partners, your suppliers, all of that. I agree. But at the same time, you need to put systems, you need to put processes, you need to put sort of like checks and balances where you can reduce. Again, if you notice, I did not say remove, right? Because I genuinely don't think you can remove it, especially when it comes to Nigerians. But that's straight for another day. But you want to reduce the opportunity or the room where people can steal or cheat from you, right? One of the ways I do this is I have a system called the FIFO system. It's very popular in business management. First in, first out. And then you record. You have those you have good record keeping. So, and it's the way it's set up for us is everybody can see it. So if the thing just mysteriously disappears, when I was younger, my mom would say, when something goes missing, let me not cast myself. When something goes missing, my mom would say, I know there's not a ghost in this house, or I know there's no ghost in this house. It's only me and you. So where is it? Which typically means if it's not me as the owner of the business, that means it's you. Oh yeah, cough it up or bring it out. You want to have those kind of systems in place, right? Another thing, obviously, these are e-commerce businesses, or we're talking about e-commerce businesses, you have to grow e-commerce businesses. But another thing is you want to have majority of all the data in your business pass through an online system. So again, there's Shopify, there's Bumper, there's Paystack. There are a lot of options. Okay. The next thing is you need to be liquid. Always be liquid. Always have cash. Always have cash. See, business is not a job. There's no salary in business. Business is is currency. What there's this like I can't remember what he used to say, but he talks about it. That's why it's called business flows like the river, or business flows like a current. That's why it's called currency or something like that, right? And it's true. You can be hot today, tomorrow your enemy will be cold. You get what I'm saying? So also you need to kind of live below your means, especially when you're starting. Don't eat with your 10 fingers. Be prudent. That sort of thing, right? Always be liquid. The reason why you also want to be liquid, I'm saying always be liquid, but the reason why you want to be liquid is customer refund will come. You will meet some very strange customers. But you can I don't want to speak Yoruba, but you can't miss it. You will meet some strange people, and when they come with their madness, you don't want that stain on your white. Like, just step back. How much you say it was? How much you say? 50K? 100K? 500,000? I'm not joking. Like, that's why you want to be liquid, so that nonsense will not stain you, right? And then also, business in Nigeria is just an exciting experiment. We call it that. So you find yourself in a situation where I don't want to mention like certain things, because these people also follow me and watch my videos. So I don't feel like I'm calling them out. But you will find yourself in situations where you just have to go through, you just have to remove your eye. Just pay the money and move your eye. So that's why you need to be liquid. You need to be liquid. It's very important that you are liquid, right? Another reason why you need to be liquid is, again, going back to what I spoke about earlier about maintaining healthy relationships. Somebody might just have a birthday or something pop up, or an emergency pop up, somebody in your team, and you want to be able to support. You want to actually be able to support. Now, this is the most important habit. This is one habit that I can guarantee you, once you understand this habit, everything we've spoken about earlier will just automatically happen without you even thinking about it. Never stop learning. Never stop pursuing knowledge. Never stop pursuing improvement. Never stop trying to be better. Never stop trying to improve customer experience. Never stop trying to provide value to the marketplace. Never stop, never stop, never stop. And so far you have that mantra, never stop, never stop, never stop. Like when you go down, when things happen, when business will trip you up, which it will, you just you stand up, dust yourself. Dara, we're back at it again. The reason why I'm saying this is technology will change. There's AI today, right? When I first started, there was nothing like this. When I first started, if you know what I can do with Canva, like, oh my God, let me know. Let me not start boasting, right? But algorithm will change. Some people say history doesn't repeat itself. That's like 30% true, 70% rubbish. History repeats itself. You see what's happening with again, I don't know, some of you are not in Nigeria, but you see what's happening with our with the 2026. Our elections is next year, and we're already feeling the heat. We're feeling the heat. People have started to hoard cash a bit. If you read past behavior or data point of how people used to behave in the past when it comes to election year and all of that, everything that is happening right now wouldn't surprise you, right? So you learn these things by being a learner. You learn these things by being a learner. You read books. You read biographies. You watch YouTube videos like this so you can learn more. Stuff like that. Always be an active learner. Okay? Now, if you want to join the EBS Circle, it's a community that I'm building right now for us. Or this particular YouTube channel, go to othadigital.com, check it out. If you want access to any of my free resources, you can go and check them out as well. If you want to learn more about when it comes to how to run Facebook ads, so that you can actually begin to generate some good money from your Facebook ads, I have a playlist that you can go and watch next. If you're not subscribed, this is the perfect time for you to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.